There's Hibs manager Alec Miller's lineup, and it's a team which believes it has a real chance against the defending champions this afternoon. The Easter Road men got off to the worst possible start with a 3-0 defeat at Aberdeen last Saturday, but responded in midweek with a fine victory at Motherwell. New signing Darren Jackson makes his home league debut, and his partnership with Chris Reid could be just the one to help Hibs repeat their success of last season in the Scotland League Cup and mount another challenge for a European place. Rangers welcome back David McPherson alongside Richard Gough after injury sustained last week, and Trevor Stephen makes his competitive debut, hoping to add to a start which has given the Ibrox men 4 points out of a possible 4. And there is Trevor Stephen, who played brilliantly in the opening 2 games for Rangers last season before his swift departure to Marseille. Now he's back, Rangers have a huge profit, and the bank manager and the fans are quite delighted. The referee is Jim Harold from Newton Mearns. And so the match is underway here at Easter Road in front of a big noisy crowd. Robertson using his pace. Trevor Stephen. Oh, great save by Chris Reid. Well, Trevor Stephen reacted very quickly indeed. And the 20-year-old goalkeeper did extremely well. It was Robertson who cut it back. Come off Beaumont, and there was Trevor Stephen with a shot. The keeper did extremely well to save. Richard Gough winning it for Rangers to McCoist. Well challenged by Beaumont. Now it's McCall for Rangers, through to Brown. There's no flag, and Brown just failing to connect properly. Well, that was a real chance for Rangers. Jostling in the box. McPherson's up there with Hateley. Hateley getting the touch, away by Keith Wright, back helping in defence. Returned by McPherson. Through to Gordon. Breaks Ali McCoist, a mistake there by Beaumont, and Ali McCoist was right through. So it's John Brown for Rangers. Running into trouble in the shape of Billy Miller, who's back in the team today. Well, surely there'll be action taken here by the referee. John Brown losing the place completely. Well, it's also unnecessary. Now, John Brown is such a terrific servant to Rangers, but sometimes, really, the red mist just descends, and he just went absolutely crazy there after the challenge by Miller. Well, he's telling him he wants him to calm down. He's being extremely tolerant. And the yellow card shown. Gordon. Well, there's too many Hibs players around them. Lisbeth making the challenge. Gordon's in there again. No foul, says the referee. McGinley now playing it forward. Well, Neil Gordon being spoken to by the referee. Referee again issuing a stern warning and the yellow card. So Gordon becomes the 3rd Rangers player booked. Brown, Gough and Gordon and Beaumont. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, no goals, but a very competitive first half. Walter Smith there, heading down to the dressing room. So it's Hibs who restart the second half. And heading down the slope. Well, there are 4 players skating in thin ice out there. Well, there's no flag shown. It's Ali McCoist, and it's into the side netting. Well, the Hibs defence stopped. There seems to be absolutely no danger whatsoever. And the Hibs players unhappy and around the referee complaining. What a chance for McCoist. Trevor Stephen. Good play by Neil Orr. Well, that was a benefit there of the pass-back rule, or the passing rule, whatever you want to call it, that rather than just knock it back to the keeper, the player was forced into something else, and he showed considerable skill. Here come Rangers again. It's John Brown. He's got Robertson busting through. Robertson now testing Willie Miller. He does well to get the cross in. Ali McCoist there. McCoist and Hateley together. It's Dale Gordon. Oh, what a chance for Rangers. Well, that again all began with a terrific pace of Robertson, who got in behind Miller. And a good save by Chris Reid, as McCoist it was who made the effort. There's Mikhailichenko. It's an awkward ball for Mitchell. And of course the goalkeeper, well, you see the fans think they can't pick that one up, the Rangers fans behind them, but it was a header. And we'll have to pass the rule books round the terracing, I fear. Scott Nisbet. Richard Goff going in the overlap. Creating some space for Nisbet. Well, the goalkeeper caught in two minds there. Goff went on the outside of Nisbet, taking a defender with him. Just creating a wee opening there. The goalkeeper eventually... Touch on there from Gareth Evans to Keith Wright. Robertson at full stretch. In comes McGinley. Well, it was Pat McGinley who scored the late winner for Hibs at Motherwell in midweek. And a man who certainly can hit a few goals from the midfield area. He scored 12 goals in total last season. 25 years of age. He was at Blackpool for 2 seasons, joining Hibs in season 87-88. So Rangers now making that substitution. John Brown is the man going off. And on comes Ian Durant. Well, a great favourite, of course, with the Rangers fans, and everyone delighted to see him back in first-team football. Nice little touch from Mikhailichenko to Haitley, to McCoist. Haitley again. Well, eventually it was headed behind by Callum Mill, and the defence at 6s and 7s. So Callum Mill making an early contribution. Forward goes McPherson for the corner. Goff's just behind him, and it's Mikhailichenko. An upward swinging ball, well handled by the goalkeeper. It's Willie Miller for Hibs. Rich to McGinley. Oh, well taken by Goram. Well, a couple of chances falling to Pat McGinley in the last few minutes. And Andy Goram took this one well. Hamilton now for Hibs. Gareth Evans. Willie Miller crossing it in, headed away by Goff with Keith Wright in attendance. Given away by Trevor Stephen, it's McGinley! Well, the corner kick awarded. That was a magnificent effort. And just watch the reactions of Andy Goram. That was a terrific save. And that happened with just less than a minute left. Hamilton with the corner. Away by Haitley. Only as far as Callum Milne. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a competitive, hard-fought match. Chris Reid there did some excellent work for Hibernian, and Andy Goram in the second half had 2 excellent saves from Pat McGinley. That one there just in the closing stages, diving away high to his left. The final score here at Easter Road, Hibernian 0, Rangers 0.
Andy, you obviously enjoy coming back to Easter Road. Just talk us back through that save you made in the final minute.
Obviously pleased to make a save and contribute. You know, it's nice to contribute to a game. But Pat had a couple of chances just before it as well. He can hit the ball when he gets in that position, so obviously delighted to see it go over the bar.
Spectacular save, but you might get a bit of roasting from a goalkeeping coach.
Hodgkinson, if he sees that, he'll give me a going, because as we say, I went with a wrong hand, but it wasn't a bad wrong hand.
What about the pass back rule? Is that causing you any problems?
My legs fell off. They all say, you can't pass it back to the keeper. Well, that's a fallacy. We use it at ranges as a sweeper. There's no problem passing it back. If the goalkeeper's comfortable on the ball, then there's no problem. The only problem is, normally you kick a ball 8-9 times in a game, but now you're kicking it 28-29 times. So it's difficult. It's difficult to get used to, but I think it'll be wicket. The longer the season will go on, I think everyone will suss it out.